Hey everyone, I'm Michelle Buteau.
Hello, I'm Pamela Adlon.
And I'm Alana Glazer. And Babes is our movie about how becoming parents tests friendships. So this movie was inspired. I wrote this movie with Josh Rabinowitz and produced it with Susie Fox. And this movie was inspired by our experience as new parents. And we threw all our ideas in a bucket: pregnancy and birth and having babies and having toddlers, which is the phase I'm in right
Next
now.
level.
Next level.
Ding ding.
And but then as we started organizing it into a story, we found that what was most important and interesting to us was how it changes friendships.
Yeah, I mean, you know this, Anthony. There's always these things called chemistry tests, right? Where you put two actors together and you see if they have chemistry. And I've been doing that longer than I would like to admit. And, when Alana's like, I'm writing this movie with a friend, I'm like, it's so good that you work with friends because that's where you get the best stuff. And she's like, do the movie. I was like, oh my God, yes. You work with friends that are talented to produce some bomb stuff. And so the fact that we're both young mothers, still chasing our dreams, living out loud, what does life look like when you are adulting, when you're getting to the next level, but you have a lot of friends that you do love that are just sort of staying the same. And so we had a lot in common, a lot to play with, a lot to bring to the table, and mostly just love.
So we had this script. Some people loved it. Some people were like, this is really raunchy. And so when we were thinking of directors, we wanted someone who could come from an authentic place with the story. And when we talked about it with Pamela, I mean, we were all such big fans of Better Things, and Jupiter had covered these stories of what it means to be messy and changing and your friendships changing. That's something I love so much about Better Things, the way it captures friendships changing through parenting. And when we just met, we just clicked so hard, and we knew that Jupiter.
We were quelling over each other.
Yeah.
But I really think you came to me because I'm an old mother. And it's funny because, they are young moms. And I mean, literally, like, she had a baby when we were shooting, and she had 3-year-old twins.
It's not a competition. I win. I'm tired.
Which is like, try to remember lines when you're shooting and you're at 2 a.m. and bugs are flying at your face in Long Island, where somebody had just done like a massive shooting and the thing, whatever. You can use whatever of this you want. But for me, it was, it felt really good to be, I always feel like the mom when I'm running a set, and to be like the old mom to these two young moms and be able to like understand the nuance and all the phases and what you do go through, what you gain, what you lose, and then what you can gain again is a big part of Babes. The way I like to do things is I like to keep things fluid and organic, and I really, everything is in the transitions to me, and I like to know what's going on in everybody's head. So I just want it to feel timeless. I don't want the movie to ever be dated in any way. And I really feel like we achieved that I just want it to be this perfect encapsulation that people just can go back to again and again. And then you get everything that was in the script originally, and then the special sauce, which is what these guys brought to it as actors. And also we tried to get places that are just one and done. Like, there's only one Dominican diner. There's only one. We tried to get the places, Eden's apartment in the film, Dawn's brownstone. Eden's apartment was in Bushwick, and Dawn's brownstone was in Harlem. And it was absolutely like a stunning thing. Like, that's the only thing that you can say, oh my God, I wish that I could see that. I wish that I could go to those places. And it evokes a feeling inside of you, the places, as much as the people in the story.
Yeah, New York's a character, and especially if you grew up in New York and you have a best friend from that time in New York, like no matter where you go in the world, it's like your best friend from New York at that time. And when I was looking at it, when I was watching the film, I'm just like, Hassan Minhaj, me, Alana, we are serving queens. We are serving public school education queens. Because most people be like, how are these people friends? Like they don't look alike. Da, da, da. It's like, nah, man, this is what it is. It's a melting pot. And so also just can I just say something about Jupiter as a director? I mean, like, amazing. Like, amazing. Like there were so many tough scenes, especially, for someone like me who I welcomed my twins via surrogacy. So here I am with this very, raw scene of giving birth. And I just remember, like, full-time director, part-time therapist. Was not in network, but I went to ZocDoc that day and she showed up. So like, it's the attention to detail, sure, with the lighting and the language, but also just, feeling safe and sound and secure and other S words.
And filming in New York, it's like the commitment, when we asked you to direct this, like the commitment of what it really means to film in New York in the summer. During a heat wave.
Wet all the time.
Moist.
Top to bottom.
And you could tell in Better Things that you were down for whatever would get the shot, whatever would get the magic. Not everybody would do that.
Yeah, it was, but I remember we were shooting on the Upper West Side, like at the river, and it was like 115 degrees.
No way.
And she's wearing a pregnancy belly, and we're dressed for winter.
We're pretending it's winter.
Yeah.
97 degrees, a literal heat wave.
It's winter. And then like a jogger goes by and he's wearing like dolphin shorts. And we're like, okay, hold.
And you know what's so funny about editing? It didn't make it into the movie. We didn't have to shoot it. We didn't have to shoot that scene at all, Anthony D'Alessandro. But we did. And we got it for you if you want to see extras. But, which I hope people see so that at least it made sense.
Yeah,
that we did this.
it's true.
My
It's
God,
true.
it was,
If you look hard enough, you'll see cotton on the ground.
It's true.
That's supposed to be snow.
It was cotton. Yeah. I mean, I've been married for 12 years, so I thought I knew how to fake it. But no, honey. It was hot. It was giving donation yoga class hot. I went from lavender to red onion real quick.
You'll get it later.
Okay.